How's it going, everybody? My name is James, and in today's video we're going to try out something a little different. If you don't know, we actually just recently finished up our 1 month long trading competition here in the office, where we split up into 2 teams. Each team had 3 people on it. The 6 of us in the office who aren't actually traders and have never tried trading before split up into 2 teams. We each had $100,000 demo accounts, and we spent all month trading. It was a lot of fun to try to see which team could have the most amount of profit or the least amount of losses. It was a lot of fun. It was crazy, really cool experience. And since then, I have actually dipped my toes just a little bit into the trading world still. I reset my demo account from $100,000 because that is just not realistic, and I gave myself a $2,000 budget. That's a little bit more realistic to if I were to start trading. I might start with a budget like that, and so I've continued with it for about a week now. And we are going to try a new series where myself, a very rookie amateur, do not know enough about the markets to call myself a trader. I'm going to be documenting my experience trading just a little bit, as well as giving some commentary, my thoughts, again, very new, fresh, very new to all of this, my thoughts on some of Nick and Frank's trades as well that they share in the Discord. So if you are a new trader, if you're somebody who's been thinking about trading, if you just want sneak peeks at Nick and Frank's trade breakdowns and our EDGEFINDER software, if that's all you want to get out of this video series, that's okay. But that's what we're here to do. So today I'm going to take a look at one currency pair. I'm going to take a look at one indice and one commodity as well. And after all that, we are going to look at one of Nick or Frank's more recent trades, and kind of I'm going to try and visualize what their thought process was during that trade. So let's go ahead and hop right into the EDGEFINDER. I'm going to remove these neutral biases and leave myself with just our bullish and bearish biases. So now the question becomes, which currency pair do I want to break down? Now, I think I would like to start off this series with a US dollar pair, and I see that we have a lot to pick from right now. We have USD ZAR and USD JPY, both showing very bullish biases. USD ZAR slightly higher score of 7 compared to this score of 6 here. And then on the bearish side, we have Aussie USD, Pound USD, and Euro USD, all with very bearish -7 scores. So I think I'm going to start with USD JPY. I'm going to look for a long play here. So I like USD JPY, and I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to take any trades. I'm just going to take a look at the charts, kind of give my thoughts on it. And as if I haven't made it clear enough already, please do not take anything that I say to heart here, because I am still learning just like you, or you probably know a lot more than me. And so if I say something dumb, please don't make fun of me. But let's take a look at indices as well. Do we have any indices with our bearish or bullish biases? Oh, that's not the right button. Let's look at indices only. Did you know our market scanning software, the EDGEFINDER, just got even better? Check out our newest asset, Bitcoin. That's right, Bitcoin was our most requested feature update, and we're so excited to announce Bitcoin is finally here, with plans to add even more crypto in the future. We've also updated our most popular feature, the Smart Money Tracker, adding even more data than before. The EDGEFINDER not only automatically scores 8 different metrics for each asset to give it an overall buy, sell, or neutral score, but it also keeps track of bank and analyst positioning, stores historical fundamental data, shows how assets are trending throughout the day, and so much more. Right now, our YouTube viewers can get the EDGEFINDER at a discounted price when they use promo code A1YT. You can check out the EDGEFINDER with the link down in the description below. And again, get it for the special discounted price when you use promo code A1YT at checkout. Okay, so we have the US 10-year bond yields, the US 30 and the UK 100. So I'll look at the US 30 after USD JPY, I suppose. And how about commodities? Gold, I think I'm probably just going to look at gold. Whoops, there we go. Is XAU USD on here? It does not look like it is. Let's just open up the gold scanner really quickly. It might have a neutral bias. So yeah, I can see it here. XAU USD does have a neutral bias with a score of +2. But looking at our score indicator here in the EDGEFINDER, the gold scanner section of our EDGEFINDER, for a while it was sitting at a -4 score, which would be a bearish bias. Since then, price has started to come up, and it looks like we're kind of peaking around this level right here. We've got some support here that we'll be able to see better once we actually hop into the charts and trading view. But we have gone from a -4 all the way up to a +2, so gold buys might be coming pretty soon. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So let's start with USD JPY. And I can show you guys this as well. Wow, that does look bullish. Oh, this is the 15-minute chart. No wonder. So I can start by showing you this. I'm not going to show you all the trades that I've taken in my account history, but I am up $62 so far, so positive through one full week of trading. So I can't complain about that. But let's go ahead and get into some USD JPY analysis from the mind of a beginner trader. And we're going to be able to see all my past entries from the trading competition. So if you're like, holy crap, this guy has taken 1 billion trades in his life, why did he do that? It was all part of the trading competition. So please, I was trying to win some money. Okay, so here we go. Daily chart clearly in a pretty strong uptrend. Should I try and mark up charts? I haven't been super successful marking up charts, but I'm going to do my best here. I'm going to start from here and then like this, because I don't think they're really supposed to touch the bottom of the wicks. I feel like I never see them do that. So, boom. Marked up. Let's go. Okay. So, clearly an upward trend here, right? Looking at the daily chart, and if I zoom out a little bit, our most recent highs, like the real highs, are up here. So we could still have a little bit of room to run. It was definitely consolidated here for a few days. Price just couldn't break out of this range until today. It looks like really is the day that it took a big jump forward. So that's interesting to see. Let's move it on down to a smaller time frame. We're here on the 4-hour now. So that something big happened here. Maybe a news event. Could be working with some fundamental stuff here, but big strong green candle, and it's kind of been slowly moving up ever since. And we've actually broken through these highs here, making new highs. Ooh, how do I draw? Can I draw? I can draw. So we have, hold on, I want to do this. Okay, so is this draw? So higher high, higher high, higher high, and still higher high. It did come back down a little bit, higher high, and then boom, where we're at here, another higher high. So we've broken through this high here, which I think is significant. Excuse me, trading view, I'm trying to do something. Which I think is significant. and that could be a level of support. If price comes back down, it could test that level of support. It's been bullish for so long and continue to go higher, is my thought. Let's go down again to the 1 hour. Not much change there, I don't think. And then again on the 15-minute, I mean, this thing just looks like it's skyrocketing right now. And in fact, price actually has come down just a little bit. So one thing that I feel like I've had success in my very short-lived trading career so far, again, only on demo accounts, I've only ever traded demo accounts, is limit orders. For some reason, I feel a little bit more comfortable placing limit orders because I kind of envision what I ideally would like the market to do. And not every time, but fairly regularly, when what I kind of hope happens, it works out in my favor. I've actually had times where it's come so close to hitting my limit order zone. I don't even know what you would call it. My limit order. It comes so close to hitting it. If say I'm going long, and it's coming down, it comes so close to hitting it, and then just skyrockets. I'm like, oh man, if it had just hit that would have been such a massive trade. But I think so. I see price coming down here on the 15-minute, and so I think that I am going to try and maximize my profits just a tiny bit by placing a limit order probably right here at the tops of these candles. So it's not going to make a huge difference, but at least price will have come down a little bit more, meaning that in the long run, if it continues to go up, it will be, just that much more in profit. So right here is where I want to place it at 147. Okay, yep, I've already got that. And now comes the question of stop loss, because I always place a stop loss on my trades. I do not want to risk losing a whole bunch of money. I am very conservative, I think. So I'll probably place it at maybe just right here, just below these highs here, kind of at the bottoms of these candles here. So right at the bottom of these candles here is 147,178. So if I place stop loss 147, what did I say? 178. 147,178 was that right? Wait, where was I even looking? I forgot. Crap. Oh, here. 147,178. Yep. Okay. And I can risk more than $15. I'll probably do, what would 6,000 units look like? $18? Sure. Sounds good to me. So I'm going to place my limit order, and there we go. So if price comes down to there, it'll trigger my buy. If price continues to drop, that's actually not risking well, no, that's like 500-ish pips. I mean, that's kind of a big move. Oh yeah, I'm on the 1 hour now. If I go back to the 15-minute, it probably looks a little, yeah. So I mean, that has some room to run. It's got some room to come down, and then just for fun, what would say like a $50 take profit? What would that look like? That would be all the way up here. And I feel like it really has room to run. So just in case, because I don't think it'll reach all the way up here, I'm going to put a take profit at $75 just because I'm happy making profit, small profits. That's pretty high up there. So this thing would really have to fly to make it up there. So I assume that I will get back to this before, it gets all the way up there. But okay, so I'm happy with that trade. Okay, so here I am back the next day. I have my chart pulled up in front of me, and I'm going to give you an update on how my USDJPY trade went. And it got stopped out like almost, well, I can't say almost immediately. I was in it for, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere around 7 hours. I don't know. It really didn't do a whole lot. It hasn't, I mean, it came down, I mean, not a ton. I guess I could take this as a learning experience to not be afraid to put stops a little bit lower. I mean, I was only risking $18. We can take a look at my trading account here. Down to $43. Account history, lost that $18 right there. But you know, not horrible. I do think that I learned I should probably give my trades a little bit more room to breathe and maybe not put stops. I don't mind making entries on the 15-minute chart, but maybe I should stick to the 1 hour chart for things like stop losses so that I can, you know, get a bigger, because in the trading competition, I was trying to take so many trades so quickly because we only had 3 weeks to do so, you know, that there wasn't really any time for longer term investment type trades. Whereas now that I'm kind of practicing for real, I could let this trade just really, you know, have a lot more room to run, because relatively speaking, taking a look at this chart, it didn't drop too much. It dropped a significant amount. I mean, like all the way down to there from where I entered is somewhat significant, but not too terrible or anything, I don't think. And it's come back up to pretty much where I entered at, maybe even, I mean, right now, technically, it's probably slightly above, and if we broke through these highs here, I would imagine that it would continue to run, you know, maybe come back, retest at some point, and then continue to run. So, learning experience. So, yeah, US 30. So, US 30 in the Edge Finder had a bearish -3 score. And let's go ahead and go back to the daily. I usually start at the daily, go to the 4 hour, 1 hour, and then 15-minute. I usually take trades off the 1 hour or 15-minute. I prefer the shorter time frames for entries. I'm not totally sure why. I think it's because I can be a little bit more precise. I just really see all the moves that the market is making, but I do really like looking at the low or the higher time frames, like the daily, for overall trends. So the US 30 right now looks totally consolidated. I mean, this is not really breaking one way or the other. You could say here, this is a bit of a downward trend. I mean, so we have lower low, lower low, 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 back up, but then back down before coming back up a bit. And in the past couple of days, we did have some bad days for the US 30. It has popped back up a bit, but if it kind of follows this trend, you know, it shoots up and then comes back down. I'm not sure. I don't really have too much to say about the US 30 at the moment. Let's break it down by the 4 hour. Now we're starting to see a little bit more though. So taking a look at the 4 hour, what I see here is our most recent peak before coming back down was here. So I see here, I can mark this up again. I see a low, another low, getting lower, getting lower. But now we're coming to kind of the tops of these candles here, which looks like a kind of like a support or resistance zone in this area, because these candles keep topping out right here. This, I wish I knew. I can't find the rectangle. The rectangle is so useful, and for some reason I can't ever find it. I don't know what's wrong with my trading view and why it took away my rectangle thing, but it is just not here. Whatever. Delete. So US 30 to me, I just don't know. Can we go to the 1 hour? Ooh, that doesn't look quite as clean. Let's move these guys. Boop. Boop. Kind of clean you up a little bit. I mean, there is a clear downtrend because every time it comes down, it's coming back up, but then moves a little bit lower each time. But right now we're in the downtrend. So does that mean that it's going to come back up before coming back down? I'm not sure. So I don't really have too many thoughts on the US 30 right now. It does not have a strong... It does not have a strong bearish score with that -3. So I don't know. I don't have too many thoughts on it. So if you remember, of course you remember, you just saw this. If I remember correctly, I was talking about how it was kind of forming this pattern of going up and then down and then up and then down. And that's, I mean, that's not exactly what happened, but it sure did shoot to the downside. I remember being very unsure about this chart, and even looking at it now, I mean, it's such a clean break to the downside that I don't really know if I really would have seen this coming. I mean, I did point out that it was in a slight downward trend, you know, these markings here showing new higher lows. But I mean, this thing absolutely rocketed to the downside, so missed out on that one, but that's okay. Now let's finish up with gold here. XAUUSD. Gold on the, switch it back to the daily, looks pretty bearish again. Low, you know, or this is kind of our most recent peak here, and then lower. But I don't know. I mean, because it did drop, come back up, but it didn't form a new lower high, I think would be the right term, because back down but up, but not as up as it was. Lower high. Except maybe here it did, because it reached here and has come back down since. You know, following this trend, this does look a little bear. Oh, that was ugly how I did that. Bearish, like it might do that, right? Let's check out the 4 hour and the 1 hour and see if, oh my goodness. Ugh. Let's get rid of these. Delete please. Delete please. Excuse me, hello? Delete please. Delete. What is happening? Why am I drawing still? Oh, wait. Delete. Delete. There we go. Okay. I really need to get better at marking up charts. I stink at all this trading view, moving around stuff. I see Nick, like, just, I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's just scrolling, and it's just like, I don't know. He's got the muscle memory down. He can really move those charts. I can't do that. Oh, miss somebody. Get out of here. Go away. Okay. So, again, first impression, it does look kind of bearish, but it also kind of seems like it might retest and come back up before forming a new higher low, right? So I don't know. I don't have very many thoughts about gold either. That this is the area where I probably need to get better at. Is I went ahead and I took the trade on USD JPY, right? Because clear bullish momentum. I mean, there's nobody that can't say that this is a bullish looking chart, and I expect or I hope that it goes higher. and I'm trying to maximize my profits here by placing this limit order, hoping that it comes down just a little bit. I don't want to buy it right there because even in these strong bullish moves, you still see some red candles every now and again. That's very normal. Not every single candle is going to be green, even in a sharp bullish uptrend like this. So hopefully it comes down and reaches my limit order, and then continues up from there. So I think that's going to do it for the chart analysis. I know that it's not the most detailed chart analysis, but then again, I'm so new to this that I'm trying my best to tell you what I see from a beginner's perspective. And maybe some of you watching are thinking, the exact same things that I am. And hopefully showing off the EDGEFINDER a little bit and kind of walking through and talking through this stuff together is helpful for beginners, new people like me. But let's go ahead and hop into the Discord. I'm gonna pick a trade from either Nick or Frank that they've taken recently that I think might be interesting to break down. So we'll be right back with that. So I found my trade, and it's actually one from today. Nick bought, I should mention, I didn't even mention this. This is being filmed on Tuesday, September 5th. So if you're watching this after Tuesday, which you will be because this video will not be out on Tuesday, then these charts are slightly dated, but that's okay because this is for learning purposes and not to copy anybody's trades. But Nick took a trade that I actually find really, really interesting today, and he bought Euro AUD. Now let's take a look at his analysis. Number one, strong bullish EDGEFINDER reading with a +6. We can see that right here. He also has a strong breakout move recently, now retesting +3, 38.2 retracement area. Don't know what that means. I know what strong breakout is. That's a strong breakout. Retesting 38.2 retracement area? No idea. But maybe he can explain that when he gets back from his trip. He's not here. Economic figured. I think he meant to say figures. Economic figures. Sorry, Nick. Economic figures seem to favor euro. China's slowdown continues to put pressure on Australian dollar major trade partners. Now, the reason that I actually find this one really, really interesting is because I know that Nick combines the technicals with the fundamentals. Sometimes you find people who are purely technical traders. I kind of think of myself as more of a technical trader than a fundamental trader. But I know that Nick does both, and he actually recently asked me to do a video on what's going on in China. If you are unfamiliar with what's going on in China, essentially their economy is really, really bad right now. And they are major trading partners with Australia. And because China is so large and has such an impact globally, that because their economy is actually not doing so well, it doesn't just affect China, but other countries around the world, including Australia, who is a major trading partner of China. So because of China's struggles, Australia is struggling just a little bit. So that is part of the reason that Nick is actually buying the euro against the Australian dollar. And I find that really, really interesting. So yeah, if we look at the daily chart, this thing was in somewhat of an uptrend for a while, has come back down, but then absolutely broke out today. Now, why the significance of today's breakout, I do not know, but huge move to the upside happened today. And it looks like we've come down to, you see how all these candles right here are kind of in that same zone? I wish I could find this stupid rectangle tool, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I'm just going to draw a rectangle. This is my petty drawing of a rectangle. This, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That's so ugly. But this zone here, essentially, we got candle stop in here, price peaked right here and then went back down, broke through that though, and has now come back down here. So Nick is saying that he believes that it's going to hit support here and then continue to move back up based off of the EDGEFINDER reading, strong bullish reading with +6. The fundamentals certainly favor the euro over the Australian dollar. China continues to slow down, which is going to continue to be a bad thing for Australia. The recent breakout move that happened today, all of those pointing towards a bullish sign for Euro AUD. And Nick is a lot smarter than I am. So, you know, I hope it goes well for him. And that was my attempt to explain all of his reasonings for taking a trade. I mean, it takes so much information to really form a strong opinion on which way a chart is going to go. If you feel very strongly that it's bullish or bearish, really you need to have a lot of information to truly make that decision. And Nick explains why, and I think that he has some pretty good reasons for believing that Euro AUD is going to continue to be bullish. Euro AUD, and in fact, let's double check and see if Nick has an update in the Discord. So Nick did not update the Discord, but I can show you that he is slightly above where he entered his position at. So unfortunately, Euro AUD is kind of looking like it's in a bit of a downward trend here with this kind of new, I don't know what the right term would be but looking at it, it kind of looks like it's in a downward trend. But if we take a look at his entry, we can see that he entered at 168.021. 168.021 would be right about there. So he is in profit on his trade, so that is very nice for him. However, did not have the clean, the real clean break to the upside that I'm sure he was hoping for. Although I'm sure there's still potential for that to happen. And you know, can't be mad about being in the positive right now. So it is a winning trade, so that's good for him. That's going to be it for this first episode of, I don't have a title for this series. I hope it continues to be a series. I enjoy you know, being a beginner trader and kind of going through my thought process. I hope that you guys enjoy it too and found it useful or at least entertaining. If you're a trader like Nick, who's a lot smarter than me, and you're like, look at him trying to trade, silly boy. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found it entertaining, and hopefully we will do this again soon. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.